Okay, so this question here, let's have a look at calculating the following. So let's look at B. So with B we have 3.8 times 7. When we look at multiplying decimals or anything involving decimals, all we do first of all is we have a look at and we ignore any of the decimals that are in here. So I'm just going to write this down at the moment as 38 times 7. I'm ignoring the decimals. I'm going to work out 38 times 7, how we'd normally do it. Okay, so I go 7 times 8, right, which is 56. Okay, so I write the 6 down here, and I write what I write then as well is a little 5 up the top here that I know I have to add on at some stage. So then I also end up going 7 by 3 is 21. I add 5, which gives me 26 as my answer. Okay, and so basically I just follow my normal multiplication rules and I end up with 266. Now I then look at my original equation here and I look how many decimal places are shown here. Out of these two numbers I have one decimal place. So what it means is my answer will also have one decimal place. Okay, and so in this instance I can then write, well, therefore 3.8 times 7 will equal 26.6, because I simply rewrite that like this, but I have one decimal place involved when I do it. Okay, so let's have a look at H here in this question. So when we look at H, okay, I have 5.4 times 2.3. So again, we ignore any decimal places that are there, and we just simply have 54 times 23. And we go through our normal multiplication process. So I would go, for this first one, 3 times 4 gives me 12. Okay, and I write a 1 up the top up here that I know I have to add on. So I have 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1. Okay, it comes down here to give me 16. Then now, because I'm multiplying by this second digit here, which is a 20, I need to put a 0 here to start with, because I'm multiplying by tens, right? 2 tens basically is what I'm multiplying by. So I have 2 by 4, right, which gives me 8, and then I have 2 by 5, which gives me 10. Okay, and so then I add these two together, so I have 2 plus 0 is 2. I have 8 plus 6, which gives me 14, and I have 1 here, so I have 1 plus 0 plus 1 gives me 2. Okay, and then I have that 1 there. Okay, and so that's my answer there for 54 times 23, because I've added these together. Okay, so let's have a look then. I have, in terms of my decimal places, when I figure out my number of decimal places, I have one decimal place there and another decimal place there. So I have 2 decimal places, so this number here will be written to 2 decimal places. So I can write that 5.4 times 2.3 is equal to 12.42. All I've done is I've rewritten that with 2 decimal places. Okay, and so that there is my answer.